Fearless Pioneer.
Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today, guys, I've got a video. We're going to be talking about a few things about how commanders need a buff, but they haven't been receiving it, and some options in which I think some new features should be added into the game, which I think could benefit a lot of players. So let's get into it, shall we? So first off, my Season 6, pretty much absolutely nothing has changed. So that's pretty much what's happening there, guys. It's basically the same. So, yeah, not a lot going on. That's why I'm just currently still leveling up my Dane so I can make a video with him and try to find some PvP with him soon. But, yeah, I first want to talk about commanders. So there's a lot of commanders in the game that actually need a buff, guys. Now, there's a ton on the good and bad side. I mostly have good side commanders, so I can give you an idea of some of those. I've got a lot of these commanders unlocked. For example, if we scroll down, I can show you some that, Thorundil, we know he definitely needs a buff. And I have him at Respect 4, guys. Also, I feel like Merry and Pippin, Denethor, definitely need buffs as well. Like, a lot of the commanders people don't use. Like, I don't see Ori use much. He's actually not too bad. We all know Hergon here is only really good for Siege. That's about it. Imrahil is another big commander who I think should be really buffed. He looks good on paper, but he just performs absolute terribly. So that's just an idea. But, so, the aspect of this video is, I've used a lot of respect points on these. Now, it'd be easier if we go in and we have an actual look, especially like Frodo and Sam as well. So if we go into the recruit commander section, we can also have a look at the evil side as well. I haven't really unlocked many, but I can tell you now, there's a lot of commanders on the evil side as well. I don't really see many people use Mautok, Ugthrak, Shargrat. I see Shaku use a lot for sieging and that. But I don't really see a lot of the tier 1 commanders, for example, that are ever used. Grishnak and stuff like that. You don't really see them a lot used in PvP. And I feel like a lot of them need to be buffed in order to be playable in the game, because they're basically just being used as pathers. The same with the good side, like some of the commanders I just told you about before. Frodo and Sam, they're way too RNG based. They need a definite buff. So those are some of the commanders that I feel like they need to be buffed, but we're not getting any buffs for them. So, we have used a lot of our money, a lot of all the stuff that we received in the games to use to build respect on these characters. But in particularly the tier 1 commanders as well. For example, there's like in the first few seasons, if you're a long player, you would have like leveled up some of the earlier players and that. Boromir's not bad, but I don't really use him at all anymore because I've unlocked a lot better tier 2 commanders and above. And I feel like all that respect should definitely be able to basically get a refund system where we can refund the respect that we used on these commanders and then get it back. Or some sort of, like, that may not make sense because then it will only be for like that specific character, because we know they have specific items that can be used. Now, beer mugs, for example, they could be put back in, but I feel like it should be just done into an exchange system where we can like refund it and it gives us back a certain amount of respect as an item, and then we can refund it towards other commanders. So for example, let's just say we just use the beer system, right? So I'm level 19. Let's just say so it's like 5,800 per level or something. Let's just say it's 50,000 respect. So I could get 50,000 respect points back, and then I can use those on other characters in the game. So for example, I wanted to respect up my Theoden more, or just commanders, or a commander that I'd like Arwen, who I never really got to use points on. I could put respect into her and use her. So yeah, so some sort of refund, exchange, respec system built into the game. I think that would be really cool. Another big one that we've talked about an absolute ton is the commander's unique equipment, refunding on that. So if I go into my items, guys, we all know I've got a couple. So I've Theoden, but I do use him, so it's a tier 2. But a lot of people would have unlocked the tier 1s, and they don't really use them anymore. So I have the Horn of Gondor here, and Rohan's Refuge, and we all know that it takes a lot of gold equipment to strengthen and refine these. So that's a lot of gold equipment that I could be using to refine up, like, and strengthen my box of knowledge here, for example. So in particular, a refund system where we can get back our gear from the unique equipment. I know the community that's been asking about this a lot. So, yeah, I'm just addressing that as well, guys. So, yeah, they're the three big things that I'd like to see. And definitely, I know the community would like to see in the game. That would be commander buffs on particular commanders, some that I pointed out in this video. The next one being, of course, the commander equipment that we just talked about just then. And then finally, guys, like some sort of respect refund system put into the game. I think it would be a pretty cool aspect. Because we know we've got more commanders coming. And I just feel like more commanders come, and we just got all that wasted respect there. And it feels like we have to pay money to respect and level up our commanders, and not all of us have money and things like that, that's for sure. So yeah, guys, it was a pretty quick example of video today, but I just wanted to express my views, and I know I've seen this throughout the community a ton, whether it's in the main discords, my discord, I've seen it a lot in my comments on my YouTube videos and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to address it, put some ideas out there, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe something will become of it. We'll never know. But yeah, guys, until next time, peace out, EJ's out. If you agree with any of this, would like to see any of these features, please let me know in the comment section below. I like reading them and commenting and replying to those. And yeah, guys, until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous.
Thousands subs of the EJU army, yeah, you guys are legends to me, so let's keep on.